When you get out of high school, you don't talk to any of those people. I can say now my circle is tight as a fucking Cheerio, and I'm so thankful for it. We link up now, we'll smoke, okay, cool. We barely do drugs, all right, off rip. But nothing against drugs, it's just a perspective thing. We don't do drugs like that. But when we do drugs, it's always it's not, we not getting drunk to go to a party or, hey, we sipping and we having a podcast, or we sipping and we having a discussion about how we gonna get to here. We at Starbucks talking about how Starbucks is making as much money as Starbucks is making. We all are vibing on a frequency through different industries. We have a lot of threats to this world in a positive manner. It's a beautiful thing. You can't really take over the world with one person. If you think about anything you do, it requires a team.
Smoking weed, dodging feds, cause my head hard. Damn. When I dropped out, I said fuck all of y'all. Imagine pulling up to your school in the best car. Started out with nothing, I was hungry. Now I got a couple niggas, bitches on me. Fuck nigga, I don't wanna be your homie. Fuck nigga, I don't wanna be your homie.
I hate to be the one to break this to you, bro, but them not your niggas, my nigga. I had a crazy ass dream. This is a dream that felt so real. You know, you got them dreams that feel like you really in there. You know what I'm saying? Like you really are there. And it's kind of, you have to try to forget them. It was one of those dreams. And I'm so thankful for this dream, man, because it was put upon me by a supernatural being. It wasn't a dream that I thought of on a 3-dimensional plane. And let me explain before you click off this video for thinking I'm fucking crazy. Alright? Some of y'all might really all of y'all are going to benefit from this. All of y'all need this information. All of y'all need this ego kick. I need this ego kick. I need to express this ego kick. Alright? I'm here to... Wellness and fitness play hand in hand, right? This stems into the wellness topic. Starting to expand a little bit within my community overall. And this one right here, it got to be addressed, bro. Am I not focused? That sun beaming. That sun hit nice though, no cap. Look, I had a dream last night. In this dream, I was in a car. Now I ride in a coupe, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get myself a little coupe, because I don't really be riding with nobody. I got a bag next to me, and that's it. I was in the car, 4-door, alright? I was in the front seat, or the passenger seat. I had a homie driving. I'm not going to say which homies. I'm not going to say none of that. Some old time friends or whatnot. The back seat was filled up. It was 4 people in the back. It was supposed to be 3, but it was 4. So, I'm in the front, and I asked them, we on the way somewhere, we on the highway on the way somewhere, and I asked, like, initially, I asked these men here, when I make it, alright, when I'm in a position that I desire to be in, alright, my plans are to put all of us in a position of power so we could reach a greater audience, right? It's been my mission, my vision overall, just like since the jump. Cause I don't see none of these niggas no more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see none of them. That's my vision. I asked them, are y'all gonna do the same? If I weren't to make it where I desire to make it, are y'all going to put me in a position to eat? If y'all make it out of this system, are y'all gonna put me in that position as well? Or there wasn't no responses. There was no responses. There was no responses, bro. You know how you like warp in between dreams? I was warped to another dream. Alright. warped to another dream, and I was at one of my older friends' houses, and we was getting fucked up, bro. Like, we were getting fucked up, and I asked bro, like, hey, what did the teacher say about me missing school? And then he like mocked her voice, and he was like, hey man, Coran ain't never in school, da 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 da. In a way, you know what I'm saying? And he was laughing about it. He was laughing about it. That was the truth. My attendance, bro, I don't even want to tell y'all my attendance numbers. That's for a different story. That's for a different. But he laughing about it while we sipping some drink. I was laughing with him, chilling on the couch. I had another dream. In this dream, I was with some of my older homies. This one hit a little bit different. I was with some of my other homies. I saw them literally neglecting me, bro. Literally neglecting me. And they just left. They just vanished. Poof, poof, gone. They just vanished, bro. I woke up and I started crying. I started crying, bro. I woke up and started crying. And it was like is that really what? It felt as if I had been missing something. Is that something that I'm missing? Is that something my ego is really suppressing? You know, they say you take trips and it's an ego killer. It almost felt as if, I've never taken a trip before, but it almost felt as if I was put into a position to face what I'd never wanted to face. You're in a situation where you might get incarcerated. You're riding with your homie. Are you willing to take the blame? Okay, cool, you got your answer. All right, cool. I know what I'm saying. Depending on the level of respect I've obtained with this person over time. Right, there's a difference between brothers and friends, bro. I got brothers and I got friends. So don't get it fucked up. Don't get it fucked up. Now let me ask you, is that person willing to do the same for you? Is that person willing to do the same for you? Is that person willing to take a bullet for you? That's really important. You gotta ask yourself that, dog. And why did I even bring up that dream overall, man? Because as this was my genetic makeup overall, like I didn't really have this. I didn't have a play in how I was brought up. But as me, myself personally, I have 4 sisters. I have a single mother. My father left when initially up until around like 6-7 years old. I'm back and forth from the city. And my pops, you know, he teaching me, you know, here and there, but I was too young to really understand any of these things that he was saying. Now as I'm older, I'm starting to understand, like, damn, what he was saying was like, some of these things like really help. One of my brothers got into a fight, and he had mentioned like, where your niggas go, you know what I'm saying? Where your friends go. They weren't there. He got caught at the convenience store. Hey, they weren't there. That nigga came with black eye, bro. He was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Where's them niggas at? They ran because they was in some gang affiliation, you digs. Them niggas ran, bro. So, like I mentioned, as far as my genetic makeup, man, for the most part, as I have developed as Coran Ali Woods, I am very quick to put a lot of individuals before me just because of how I was brought up overall. Now, as I'm getting older, I'm starting to see it's very important that you make sure that you make sure you're straight before you provide for anybody. You can't really provide for anyone at your highest capability if you aren't correct within yourself. I'm very quick to work on myself so fucking hard that I can provide. I put on this earth to provide, right? And with that being said, in order to provide, I have to be a fucking dog, and I have to be a very humble, integrity-driven individual to put people in positions of power. I'm quick to see all of these people and let them in. And on top of that, like not having a father in my life, I'm very quick to see other men and deem them friends, homies, and that betrayal aspect hits different. Those dreams there led me to know that the shit that I envisioned for the people that I was around, the people that I quote unquote call friends, they aren't going to be as quick to, now some of them may be, you know what I'm saying, but a lot of them aren't going to be very quick to, hey yo, all right, I'm making all this bread, I'm changing all these lives, all right, let me help you out. A lot of them won't do that, bro. And this is going to be the moral effect. When you get out of high school, you don't talk to any of those people. All them people you were going out of your way for, all them people you were buying shit for, all the people that you talk to every single day, you thought these people was your homies. Where they at now, bro? Where they at now? I can say now my circle is tight as a fucking Cheerio. And I'm so thankful for it. I am so thankful, man. All praise to Allah. Thanking God, because I know damn well, and them niggas know, sit here and straight up say that the niggas that I know, they are literally brothers. The brothers I'm around now are brothers. We just ain't got the same mother. And I know damn well them niggas ready to get locked up for me. I know damn well them niggas ready to catch a bullet for me. Them niggas ready to put me in a position if I'm fucked up. Them niggas, the discussions is crazy. We link up now. We'll smoke. Okay, cool. We barely do drugs, all right? Off rip. And nothing against drugs. It's just a perspective thing. We don't do drugs like that. But when we do drugs, it's always we not getting drunk to go to a party or, hey, we sipping and we having a podcast, or we sipping and we having a discussion about how we gonna get to here. We at Starbucks talking about how Starbucks is making as much money as Starbucks is making. We at Starbucks getting a coffee, not to sit and gossip about this person, the third person. And this is something I wasn't exposed to when I was younger. We all are vibing on a frequency through different fields, through different industries, right? We have a lot of threats to this world in a positive manner. It's a beautiful thing. And it's almost like you can't really take over the world with one person. If you think about anything you do, it requires a team. Anything you do in this world requires a team. And it's the truth, bro. One person can't take over the world, but you get a couple bad motherfuckers, bro, they could. Poof. Tuh. It's crazy to think about that. But I know what it is. They know what it is. And the shit play hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? It's like you really have to understand, once you out of high school, bro, all of that other shit is gone, bro. Them, like you going to these parties teeing up with niggas that if you got drunk and fucked up off your ass, them niggas gonna sit there and laugh at you, bro. I was put in numerous positions of that sort. These the same niggas who agree with you on everything. And that's why it's so easy to, float towards them versus people who will tell you the real. Like tell you fucked up for fucking that female and leaving that female. And tell you fucked up for wasting your seat on, all of these females just out here. You know what I'm saying? Them the same niggas who deem themselves your homies, but in reality, they don't necessarily not want the best for you, but they don't really care about what's best for you. A lot of niggas are, dude, especially as men, you gotta understand, as men, we are territorial. We are territorial. Our genetic makeup puts us in a position to conquer. We desire to conquer. And now it's not as in a way of Alexander the Great type of way. It's more so in a way of, okay, how can I attack social media in this way to leverage social media to, one, build money, but on top of that, change lives. Damn, that's crazy. I did say all of that to say this. Men can be very, very jealous. A lot of the niggas in your circle, when you pitch them an idea, when you pitch them anything, they'll be quick to shoot that shit down or just give you like I don't know if that's gonna work because of this, that, and the third. Or like you got an idea. Instead of trying to be optimistic and find a way for it to work, they'll find a way to, I don't know if that's gonna work. In reality, bro, that idea is crazy. It's an amazing idea. Or they could give you like oh yeah, like they're just gonna validate it. Is that validation genuine or is it organic, or you know what I'm saying? Is it really? It's not even needed. So first off, that's for a different discussion. But stop saying the things that you're gonna do. Just do the shit. All right. because nobody gonna see what you see regardless, bro. I could sit here and explain this as much as I can to y'all. This video right here, you still won't understand it until the shit happens to you. Or you won't understand that I told you this train was gonna hit you 110 times at 110 miles an hour, and you won't believe it until it happens. You know what I'm saying? So your vision, nobody gonna see that shit. So stop explaining it. Stop trying to explain it, bro. There's no words that can describe it. The niggas I got around me, the difference is they feel it. They might not see it, but they feel it. They're able to feel it. This is why the circle that I have, the Cheerio of a circle that I have, is all firing. Maybe we might not know everything. I'm not gonna sit here and say we are. You know what I'm saying? But we all are vibing on a frequency of greatness, right? Within our fields. And we want to change aspects of life within our fields. All right. Instead of, we don't necessarily have an outlook on going to parties. We actually went to a party the other night, and actually I'm gonna speak on that topic. Like, we went to a party. I hadn't been to a party and shit. We in the car like anxious as fuck, like just sitting there, like damn, like we were really anxious, and it almost felt like I was like walking into school or some shit. Like we hadn't been to a party in so long. Bro. Like, oh my gosh, bro. We were sitting in the car, just sitting there, like, damn, should we go in? Like, just anxious. You know how you get when you like, just like thinking a lot and just so like, fuck it, bro. We here. You know what I'm saying? It was Friday night. It's important to do both though. Like, do your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, both are just as important. Like, just like you need power moves, you need pleasure moves too to balance our life. But guess what? The difference is we find pleasure in thinking about that next big thing, like the next big idea. That's what we find pleasure in. If you find pleasure in partying, bro, go do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, knowing that pleasure moves, you need to balance that out. And as man, power moves are very, very important. A lot more important than a woman would. You know, as far as a woman's power versus pleasure moves, I don't like to compare because I'm not a woman, but realistically, bro, man, you need to make sure you taking a lot of power moves. So yeah, we sitting outside of this lot, and we go in, we have the party, and we just submit to the moment. One of my homies like, bro, I don't feel comfortable. One of my homies actually left, bro. You know what I'm saying? His arm was fucked up, but you could tell he wasn't. Bro, he was like, at the end, he's like, bro, it's, I remember why I don't even be attending those. It's not for him, you know what I'm saying? But me and my other homie, we just kind of submitted to the moment, and we just teed up, you know what I'm saying? Went back to our roots or whatnot, enjoyed the time while we were there. Like I mentioned, submitted to the moment. Got out, and I was like, bro, honestly, they could keep that shit. Not that party specifically, but they could keep, like I ain't really, like, I'm more so interested in, like, my pleasure moves. I could put this on the same scale as partying. Is changing a life, you know what I'm saying? Coming up with a different idea, coming up with an idea about a video. That's so much fun to me, right? That's so much fun to me. I don't know why. I don't know why it is. Some people think that's like boring, quote unquote, but I find it fun, so that's why I do it. Like, and it's not like an ego thing, or like I'm sitting here gonna front to y'all about anything. It's what I find fun, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times I don't find drinking fun, you know what I'm saying? More so, hey, if I'm a sip, and I'm gonna sit here and be on the vibe of these gurus who are sitting in the fucking hot tubs and sipping on some champagne, listening to champagne poetry, you know, maybe spliffing up a cigar. I'm trying to be on that frequency, you know what I'm saying? And they in a cult full of, it's like what, like 6, maybe 5 of them. Guess what? All billionaires. Why is that the case? All right, let's bring the New York City rat analogy into everything. Dude, New York City rats are big as fuck, bro. I don't know if y'all ever seen them. Them bitches like, whew, them joints like mini, like, fucking cats, bro. Them things huge, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you look across the country, and they got the biggest rats. Unless somebody can calm down something else. But they got some big ass rats. I wonder why that's the case though. Why is it that their environment plays such a role into how they are made up, how they grow? Why is it that wolves get big like that but dogs don't? Y'all should know the answer to this. It's kind of rhetorical, but it's because of the environment, bro. I mean, who are you surrounded by? Are you surrounded by niggas who's like, yo, are you trying to go turn up? You trying to go, let's go pop these yerkies. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead, grab some bottles, pay for the bottles, you know, get a little section and get these bitches real quick. You know what I'm saying? Versus the motherfuckers, hey, yo, Friday night, let's go crack some cigars and try to catch that vibe that the millionaires on the yachts be catching. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to scope and try to think like them for a little bit. Not compare, but let's try to get on their frequency. Let's try to hunt for it. Like, how you won't ever know it, right? Because they're in that position for a reason. You're in your position for a reason. But let's try to keep finding it. That's what I find fun in it. Like, I find fun in all of these failures. You know what I'm saying? So overall, it's built up who I am. You know, and it's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing. It's just, I need y'all to understand, not all of these niggas is your brothers, bro. Like, my demographic on here is like 88% of y'all are men. I guess some women, if you're watching this as a woman, you could benefit from it. But not a lot of these niggas are, yo, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, they gotta move in their life too. You know what I'm saying? So you really need to start separating those individuals. And if you want to become, dude, like if you're in a gym, bro, and you training around niggas who are small as fuck, bro, I'm gonna be honest, it's good to open perspective and see those niggas, you know, be around those niggas, right? Because you always want to be humble. But then again, like, are you really growing? My mentor says, if you're the smartest in the room, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. You're not really growing if you're the smartest in the room. As I mentioned, I don't really do drugs. I used to be drug heavy. And I thought that was the only way to tee up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only way to have fun. But as I got older, I genuinely started loving the fact that I could be on this earth. All right, I could be on this earth. I could change millions on top of millions of lives, conquer land in a modern day way. And that being in a manner of that person, that community, all right, stemming off of smaller communities, and they could continue to change lives. It's like a tree. It's like a big ass tree. It's never ending. Legends never die legend. Two of my favorite artists. But yeah, that's what I find beauty in, all right, and that's why I do what I do. It kind of stemmed off the topic, but I feel as if it also stemmed into the topic of everything I've explained today. But bro, as far as the CTA, bro, you need to put yourself around individuals you know are going to be around you when you are where you want to be, wherever you want to be. I don't know, bro. There's fitness heads on here. There's people who just want to be better from a different perspective, whatever that definition of better is to you. There's people who want to, you know, aspire to do YouTube. I got people who aspire to do personal coaching. Somebody just hit me up asking about, yo, how did you get into coaching and things of that nature. But there's so many different fields on here, right? There's so many different fields that I'm talking to right now. So whatever field you in, bro, you need to be around individuals who are not necessarily in the same field, but at least on the same frequency of whatever you're trying to obtain. Right? Because as we mentioned, bro, you need to dominate the field that you're in, because there are some hunters out here, man. There are some motherfuckers out here like snapping the algorithms without you even seeing them. Snapping not only the algorithms, but snapping the systems within this whole world to get themselves in a position to feed their family and the brothers that they got. Because that's how potent it is to them. That's how important it is to them. So put yourself around individuals, one, that you are willing to change places with. That's a huge determinant factor. Are you willing to change places with this person? If you could say that straight up, are you willing to take, you shouldn't be taking in anything from somebody you wouldn't change places with. And that's what I could say around in my circle. I'm willing to do that for each and every one of them. Each and every one of them. Like if I had to get cloned and go to jail or some shit, and one of my homies took my place, they'd be more than willing to do it, right? It's just fuck, bro. This diving deep, and this is being a little over over-explained, but it's how I am, bro. I over-provide, and I continue to over-provide because I love to over-provide. I'd rather you know what I'm trying to preach to you, what I'm saying to you, versus you under. Always. But with that being said, we are currently at 3,880 times 0.88. Serious.
Something went wrong.
Of course, something went wrong. 3,880 you guys are subbed to me. Thank y'all so much. I'm turning 20 in like 29, like 30 something days. It's crazy, man. Boy, finna hit the big dub, big 2-0. And with that being said, 88% of you guys are not subscribed to my content. And if you took value, bro, I really hope you could help me help you guys out. You know what I'm saying? Play hand in hand, and I really would appreciate it. I'm trying to hit 4K by my birthday, and I want to do a really cool stream for that as well. But if we had the 88% of y'all that's not subscribe, 3,414 plus 3,880. We'd be at 7,294 subs, bro. That being said, that's more lives. You know what I'm saying? That's more lives that could really value off of this information. So CTA for the whole, you digs. If you want to be fucking looking like The Rock, you better be hanging around motherfuckers that aspire to look like The Rock or move like The Rock. If you want to be a fucking trillionaire, you better be tuning in and being around individuals who got a vision to move $1 trillion and keep $1 trillion. Do better, be great, be genuine, be wholesome, stay hungry, stay humble, stay blessed, and stay up. As always, we out.
I'm playing soccer, nigga, gotta kick it. Run up the racks, nigga, got the digits. I got the Glock or I got the Smith. That bitch, she a thot, she is not my woman. She like hot taste, yeah, she like to lick. They say I'ma make it, they say that I'm dead. I've been taking these niggas bitches out. I just wanna spread, I go to 7-Eleven. If I see I send them for the